Hi there, welcome to the Jersey Sports Final. Coming up, comedian Artie Lange weighs in on Rutgers and a side of radio host Craig Carton that you've never seen before, and you can trust me on that. But we start with what else? Rutgers. Did you know there's some stuff going on over there? Well, now 3 new developments, or same as the number of athletic directors RU will employ this year if Julie Herman doesn't survive. Rutgers spokesperson E.J. Miranda telling the Star-Ledger that Herman still has a contract to start working on June 17th that's being finalized. Now, in contrast, USA Today says RU has looked into terminating Herman's preliminary contract to diminish the school's financial obligation to her. And Rutgers professor Jeffrey Longhofer, part of the AD search committee, tells the New York Post that during the interview process, he didn't grill Herman as much as the other finalist, Wisconsin Associate AD Sean Frazier. And by now you likely know the new Rutgers AD infamously said she didn't remember being at her former assistant volleyball coach's wedding, only for Julie Herman to be caught on the wedding video catching the bouquet. Well, this week I was discussing just that on the Artie Lange Show, hosted by Union Township's very own.
And who catches the bouquet? Julie
Mike
Herman.
Rice.
That's great.
That'd be great if it was Mike Rice. That'd be great. That'd be a great twist to the story.
That would be a different twist. And speaking of flowers, you know, rose petals are being thrown at Craig Carton's feet over his new book, Loudmouth. Of course, it's Craig throwing them. On the show Jersey Guys, Carton's unmatched ratings here in the Garden State would fuel his current opportunity in New York City, namely co-hosting WFAN's top-rated Boomer and Carton morning program. But if you think you know Craigie, well, just read his book.
You know how this song goes. It's Boomer and Carton on the Fan.
Instead of dissecting pro teams, imagine Craig Carton coaching one. His first book is titled Loudmouth, which describes Carton as a young Cleveland radio host rejecting a coaching internship offer from then Browns head coach Bill Belichick, a position instead filled by eventual Jets head coach Eric Mangini.
So, Craig, can we say through osmosis that you, Craig Carton, could have been the coach of the New York Jets?
I mean, I could have been, I would have been. And there's no doubt. If Mangini with that limited personality became the head coach of the Jets, imagine how I would have excelled in that interview. I would have been the head coach of the New York Jets for sure.
The problem there is we'd have to team Mangini with Boomer here, though.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not saying every aspect of the story would have been successful.
And I love the fact that Bobby Parnell came in and got the save.
Bobby Parnell's had a nice year.
The book details Carton's multiple disorders. He's an honorary board member for the New Jersey Center for Tourette Syndrome, which affects Carton and 2 of his 4 children.
So I now live through it both as a parent and as someone who has it. So if I didn't use this job to try to make the world better for families with kids with Tourette's, I'd be foolish not to.
To boot, Carton suffers from attention deficit disorder and obsessive compulsive disorder.
The best way to describe it is your brain kind of gets locked in jail and you can't get to the next activity in life without doing these tics or twitches in a certain manner to free yourself, is the best way to describe it. If I pick this book up lefty, I got to touch it righty at some point.
Always?
Yeah, my OCD works in even numbers. So if I'm playing golf, when I hit the ball, it's got to be on an even swing. So I'll either take 1 practice swing or 3. I will never take 2. Little things like that you never notice.
In the book, Carton says, quote, "I can't have a basic one-on-one conversation without getting fidgety and uncomfortable."
Yeah, like right now. Yeah, I hate this. Like I love doing it because we're promoting my book. You're about 10 feet away, which is great. If you were sitting next to me, I'd be very uncomfortable. Not because of you. It could be anybody. I'm very uncomfortable in very close one-on-one, especially when it's kind of BS small talk.
As a young country club parking valet, Craig once brought golf legend Jack Nicklaus's car, leading to a memorable encounter.
I'm valet parking at Westchester Country Club. So they have about 400 Buicks there. It's a Buick Classic. They have the tournament there every year for a long time. I pull the car up. Jack Nicklaus walks around the front of the car. He comes to the driver's side door. I open the door. The door falls off the car. Literally off the car, on the ground, on Nicklaus's feet. Now what do? I didn't know what to do. I panicked. So I said, Mr. Nicklaus, if you'd like, I can take the other door off as well to make it a matching set. And needless to say, he was not all thrilled with that.
On the show, you often ask guests, athletes, celebrities, how much they're bench pressing these days. How much are you benching these days?
340.
How many, and that's divided up how many ways?
Well, I do that over the course of like the day.
Right.
So I'll do 100 pounds after breakfast, 80 pounds after lunch.
Asking Carton the biggest name stored on his cell phone shows he still has Jersey connections.
I have the governor of New Jersey's cell phone in my phone.
Loudmouth is available starting this Tuesday.
You read it in like 3 hours. So either I wrote it at like a third grade level, or it's such an easy book to read. Everybody should get it for Father's Day.
Hey, what exactly did you mean by third grade reading level? Was Craig dissing me when I'm promoting his book? Thanks for watching. News continues in a moment.